So, lads, I recorded a video yesterday. About Christine Brennan, about some of the stuff with her and the whole Caitlyn Clark situation, and I talked about it on stream. And I'm going to rewatch that video and see if it's still relevant today. But we have to talk about it. We absolutely have to talk about it, because right now this is obviously the number one thing people are thinking about, is all the Caitlyn Clark situation, which has, up to this point, lads, 17 million views. 17 million views. Like, we haven't seen anything like this before. A 17 million view, 20.5 million views. Oh my God, it's gone up. Christine Brennan. This happened last night to the most important audience magnet and TV and corporate job in the history of the business, and it's desperately trying to advance to succeed in a very crowded, male-dominated sports landscape. I don't know if the WNBA are trying to succeed. I mean this, like, I don't know if they're trying to succeed. And guys might say I'm exaggerating and I might be wrong, but I actually don't know if they're trying to succeed. But like, it got bad enough that, as she tweeted out, the WNBA continues to fail to meet the moment. Terrible decision to allow Breanna maybe stay in the game. People are watching as never before, and this is what they see. And this is before the Sophie Cunningham fell. Before the foul, she tweets this out. Chris Everett, this is like, when will these ladies realize, accept, and appreciate Caitlyn Clark's the best thing that ever happened to women's basketball? It's a bad look for the sport and what happened to sportsmanship. And by the way, sportsmanship is what it is. It is what it is. Like I don't think Caitlyn Clark is some beacon of sportsman, like some like picture of sportsmanship. Like I don't think she's like the lowest of the low, but like she's not. Like when we talk about purely sportsmanship, if you want pure sportsmanship, Nafisa Collier is your like picture of sportsmanship. But like, people, if you don't know who Chris Everett is, Chris Everett's one of the greatest tennis players of all time. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. She has 18 major wins. Like, she is one of the GOATs. And I think you can make the argument that she is the GOAT. I don't think so. I think Serena is just individual dominance, and I think if Serena had played the whole way through, I think if Serena had have like kept going and never slowed down, that Serena would have been actually not taking a couple of breaks and retired in her prime. And I'm not talking about a late prime when she was off pregnant. She just retired a few times in her prime. She would have won the most slams and would have won everything. But like, you've got one of the greatest of all time coming out and hyping it up. Like, which isn't a good look. It's not a good look when you've got NBA players. Clark instigates nearly every physical altercation. She instigates every physical altercation. These are the dumbasses that actually get a voice. So, you've got Caitlyn Clark getting hand checked. There's literally footage of JC Sheldon clawing her skin, and her pushing off. So yeah, I don't care if they're gonna let her claw her skin, let her push off. Like, that's on the referees. Like, by the way, if you look at games where Caitlyn Clark did not initiate any contact, didn't get into it, there were games where the referees called it early. Like, and not only that, like, the fact is there's even more footage coming out that Marina Mabrey didn't even see what happened. Marina Mabrey was not even looking, and she just decided to knock Caitlyn Clark down. Like, Marina Mabrey was not even looking. Like, she didn't even see what happened. She just heard a commotion and decided to chuck her on the ground. She did not even see what happened there. And then she just... That's even worse. Marina Mabrey didn't even see. But, yeah. It's a bad look. This is a really bad look for the WNBA. It is a really, really bad look for the WNBA, this entire thing. And again, you're going to have... When you have NBA players talking about this league, outside of when Caitlyn Clark plays in a almost exclusively negative manner, when Like, I mean this when I say this. Almost everybody that watches this league as a casual fan, almost everybody, like, as a casual fan, is only talking about how great Caitlyn Clark is, or how the league are trying to target Caitlyn Clark and they deserve to make no money. And like, that is like embarrassing. Like, it is embarrassing, and it's embarrassing for the league all around. And look, again, Sophie Cunningham, was she in the wrong? Yeah, sure. Sure, Sophie Cunningham's in the wrong, but at the end of the day, like, 3 wrongs in a row. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know what they thought the outcome is going to be. I really don't know what like, what they expect. I don't know what they want, what this league wants. I don't know what this league wants. I don't know what these players want. I don't know what the media wants. Do they? I think I know what the media wants. The media don't want their jobs to be taken by actual basketball analysts. So I understand why the media are trying to get rid of Caitlyn Clark, because let's be real, they're getting paid. They're getting paid to cover a sport. And they're getting paid to cover a sport that they're not very good at covering. And they've gotten away with it for years. So now they're trying to get rid of everyone that's coming in that's actually doing a better job covering the sport. Like, we've seen it in women's football as well. We've seen it in women's football. Like, what they're trying to do to Ian Wright. We've seen it in women's football. They're trying to get rid of him. But at the end of the day, look, it's just a bad situation. And it's a really bad situation when Christine Brennan, who is the biggest women's sports journalist ever. Like, there's no question about it. She is the biggest there has ever been. Like, and they're trying to get rid of her from the league. You know it's a bad look. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think this one's a crazy out situation. This one is a crazy situation all around, and the fact that you've got Chris Everett now responding, one of the greatest tennis players of all time. You've got Christine Brennan talking about it, one of the greatest female journalists of all time, women's sports journalists of all time. And they've gone anti-WNBA. As much as the WNBA think that they can, quote unquote, call BS and get rid of these people, Christine Brennan is literally the, it would be very, very difficult. It would be very difficult to see, like, what the WNBA thinks they're going to accomplish by trying to get rid of Christine Brennan. Madness.